Hi guys, today I will teach you how to edit like this in CapCut. Let's get started.
The first thing is that I've simply taken one photo from the Google, you drag it to the timeline. The next thing is the audio. We can drag the same audio which I had used over here. For dragging, simply click on Alt and drag it over here. Okay. The next thing is adding the swirling newspaper effect. For that, we just need to add the keyframes. For adding the keyframes, click on the clip, come to position and sizing, add a keyframe. I'm going to come approximately over here, add another keyframe, and now we are going to rotate. So maybe we can rotate it to once, twice. That would be enough. So we'll keep it around 720. So if you go back, it's happening properly. But we also want to make it smaller initially and then grow it to the full size later on. So for that, come to the first keyframe. You can click on it and reduce the size. The next thing, if you see, it is happening very fast. So for that, we can increase the duration a little. Right click on this and do show keyframe animation. Click on your keyframe, drop down, and click on the middle one. Do the same thing for this. Click on the keyframe, auto curve. Click on the keyframe and auto curve. Again, hide the keyframe animation, and now you can check it. We can reduce the duration a little bit. Next to our next step, which is the highlighter effect. For that, just go to text, drop down the default text, drag it till here. Okay, 1 minute, let me just take this. Yeah, drag it till here, delete the one which is originally there, and put dashes, put multiple dashes. Okay, scroll down in the character, make it minus, yeah, -3 is fine. Okay, the next thing is that we need to add a background to it. Click on background, we have the background. For now, reduce the opacity so that at least we can see the text behind it. Next, go to width. Next, reduce the height. Okay, if you want to fit it properly, scroll up and then you can reduce this. Okay, you can reduce this again. Things around, yeah, this is better. So let me increase this. Okay, this looks good. I'm going to make it yellow. Same thing, I'm going to scroll down in the background. I'm going to make this same shade, yellow as well, and increase back the opacity to 100. In the animation, we are going to choose blur right. The next thing is that we need to turn it into a compound clip. So right click, create a compound clip. Once you do that, we need to blend it with the layer which is behind this. Go to blend, click on the mode which is currently normal, click this and click on multiply. Coming properly. But let's adjust it. We don't want it to come immediately, so we can adjust it over here. Okay, now let's give a sound to the highlighter effect. Let me go take my marker sound, bring it over here and drop it. So now if you see, it's little earlier, yeah. So now if you can see, it's perfect. But if you see, everything needs to be moving. We don't want the image to be static. So for that, we are going to put one more keyframe. Next keyframe can start from here Let me add the keyframe and can go till the end. So if it goes till here, go here, and let me just increase this. But now we also need to make sure that the highlighter is properly covering that. Okay, so we need to add one more keyframe for the highlighter. So we add a keyframe over here, we go till the end, we add one more keyframe. Okay, 1 minute. So yes, the another keyframe can be over here, and then we click on this, and then we adjust the highlight. Exactly. So now if I go back, you see it's moving along with the image. This looks good. So the next part would be adding the effects. First, let's add the vignette effect. We can put it over here. It basically brings the image into focus. We can add keyframes even to this. Initially, let's add a keyframe and make this 20%. Okay, and as we do the highlight, we can increase this to 100%. Okay, so now let's see this. Okay. And lastly, let's give it a touch by adding some leak. Let's add this one. Let me go over here. Yeah, okay, you can reduce the speed a little bit. You can reduce the atmosphere a little bit. Yes. So now if you see the clip,